Good day, my crafty friends, and welcome to Miss T's Crafty Corner. You guessed it, I'm Miss T. Let's get started. I just want to take a moment and say thank you to each and every one of you here in the United States as well as abroad that have decided to craft with me on today. During this season of giving thanks, and we all have so much to be thankful for, I am so excited about Christmas crafting on a budget. My sister, the Posh Paper Lady, and I were reminiscing, and somehow we got to discussing those of you that have December birthdays. And I shared with her several times that I was guilty of giving a present for a December birthday wrapped in Christmas paper. And it took some time to realize that many of you are friends and family members. You really want to have your birthday acknowledged separately from the Christmas holiday season. And that's not being selfish, that's something that we all desire. Look at this beautiful paper. Isn't it just beautiful? I love the print. We will use this 12 by 10 by 5 and 1/4 bag for our holiday crafting project, but it's going to be for a birthday. We will also use one piece of decorative cardstock that measures 12 and 1/8 by 7 and 1/8. We will use 3 pieces of decorative cardstock, a different pattern if you have it. These are all cut at slightly under 10 by 5. What I'm doing, I'm slightly under, but not quite on the 7/8. So we will use 3 pieces. We have a piece of a cardboard box, thin weight, slightly under 10 by 5. We have one piece that measures 4 by 9. I cut these 2 strips. I may or may not use them, but these are both 1 by 12. I know you're probably wondering, what are we going to make? I'll be right back. Look at this. Isn't this just adorable? It's from the Dollar Tree gift bag. I've got a little sun ray that's made its way in today. Isn't that beautiful? This is the bag. We have made a gift box for that special December birthday person in your life. I kept the handles. You can carry it this way, or you can add the top, and you've got a box. Isn't this just beautiful? We have a decorative bottom, decorative inside, as well as on the bottom of our box. I've also added 2 pieces of sturdiness here. I just love it. This was so easy to make. I had so much fun creating this package. And that's all part of paper crafting, taking your ideas and making something amazing. This is so beautiful. We're going to make it. So let's get started. We will begin with our 12 by 10 by 5 and 1/4 bag. I'm going to turn it over, push this through, but then I'm going to lift this up. Take it back to the 7. Trim at 7. So I've trimmed at 7. Just like on the previous video, we're going to save this piece because look, it's going to make a beautiful bag or box as well. So I'm going to place that there. So I've opened up my bag, and with the handles going away from the trimmer, I'm going to score at 3 inches. So on the open side, we're going to score all the way down as far as you can go at 3 inches. Turn the bag over and score again at 3 inches. And now I'm going to fold where I scored all the way across. I'm going to give it a light burnish. I don't want to tear my paper. Your tabs are here. This is a tab we want to release. And here's our other tab that we want to release. And what we're going to do, we're going to go up to our tabs. I'm placing a small piece of chipboard between the two sides, and I'm going to do the upside down V at a slight angle on both sides. And on this side, I'm going to do the same. Up, upside down V. I'm going to rotate it to this side. And just for those of you that may be using scissors, you just want to go up, release on both sides. I'll do that again with my scissors to the score mark and release the tab. And there you have it. So we've released our tabs. I'm going to turn these two in first. Going to play with them to see how the measurements came together, getting them close. And I think that's pretty good. That one looks good. So I'm going to bend this piece, just trying to make sure they're all leveled. And that's pretty good. I'm going to bring in my paper towel. So what I'm going to do for starters, so that I don't lose my shape, I'm just going to add a piece of tape here so that when I lay the other one on it, it stays in its shape. We want to remove our tape backing on both sides. Okay. So now I'm going to add my glue. And when I add my glue, because there's a little bit of tape there, it's going to help it to catch. I'm going to add glue here and add glue here for now. Then I'm going to add glue along my edges. I'm going to add glue here, add glue here, and turn this. And add glue along my edges. So now I'm going to bring this piece in to meet this, and I want to get it tight from the beginning. Bring this piece in. Now I'm trying to get the shape, and I think I've done pretty good. So I got a pretty good shape on my bag. And I see a little bit right here on the corner that I can go ahead and remove. So I'm going to go ahead and just go in with my scissors and remove just a little bit of that. And it's okay if your bottom looks something like mine. We will be giving it a decorative look. So we want to bring in one of these pieces. We're going to add glue. Get it as close to the edges as you can. And we have to remember with paper crafting, you know, glue will eat at your paper if you have to lift things up too many times. So I'm going to add glue So I'm going to turn this back over, and I'm going to take this piece and try to center it on the bottom of my box and lay it down. Flip it back over, go in on the inside with my big old spatula and work the glue. This is coming together very well. Then we're going to take this piece, the chipboard. I pre-taped the back of these two just to help the process along. I didn't want to put the tape on the bottom in case I needed to adjust it a little bit. So I'm removing my tape backers, and I'll just add some glue in the middle. I'm going to bring these two pieces together. I'll lay it down. I've got this piece together. This is going to be the inside of the box bag to give sturdiness. So I'm just going to add some glue on the bottom and just lay it down in here. And for those of you that would be making this, I would suggest you do this part first and then add the bottom, because by adding this part first, you will have that sturdiness that you need for the bottom to be able to lay your bottom piece down. We've added this. Isn't this just cute? Now let me go take a look at my bottom again. And that's looking good. Our bottom is looking good. I do see a place or two that I need to add just a little bit more glue. Let me go ahead and add this glue. This back over, and like I said, it's best to add the inside liner first to help with the structure of the bottom. Okay, and now I'm going to take the handle and I'm going to remove the same for you because I do like that. But I want the bag, whenever we finish the bag or the bag box, for the handles to lay freely. Didn't this turn out well? So we have our box or bag, whichever one you want to call it. And now we're going to make the top for our box. This should be 12 and 1/8 by 7 and 1/8. And I'm able to do that only because I had the 11 by 14 paper. I've scored it, and we're going to fold and burnish all of our score marks at 1 inch all the way around. I'm going to go straight up and down and release my tabs. We will do the diagonal cut, but it will be on this piece only, the outside tab that's going to fold over. So here you want to go straight up and down and release the tab. But here you can do a slight angle cut and a slight angle cut here, and I'm just going to reduce them by half. Whoa, I'm not sure where that went. We'll do the same thing on this side, keeping our flow going the same direction. I'm going to go up and down on this one, but then I'm going to do a slight angle cut, and reduce. Last one, up and down, slight angle cut, and reduce. And we're just going to join these together. We'll add glue here. We'll add glue here. And we'll bring these up to me. And that's looking good. Bring this one up. That's looking good. I'll bring in my bone folder and just work in the glue. So I got my ends nice and tight. So I'm going to add my glue here. And add my glue here. And again, this is for the December birthday, where we don't want to give them a Christmas bag. We want to give them something that says happy birthday. And the cuteness on this says happy birthday. So let's try our top. I'm going to bring this back in. Going to lay this down. And there you have it. Isn't this just adorable? I just love it. Look at this. So cute. Remember this piece, we're going to take it and we're going to place it down on the inside of here. So I'm going to, and I did put tape on the back of this one as well. I'm going to remove the tape. Placing that in the inside. I'm going to bring this in. And I was thinking about laying that here on the top. Let me see what that would look like if I put it here. I know it gives a touch of elegance. So I think that looks so cute. So I'm going to place this piece here. I'll remove the tape backings from here. Add a little glue. And I'm just going to bring this about there. That's pretty good. Okay, my crafty friends, I'm going to take some of the scrap that was left over from 2 pieces trimmed at 4 7/8 by 3 7/8. And I'm going to add that to the inside of my box on the sides. And they're going to give the support to our sides. So I place that in. That's a good fit. Going to go in and work in the glue. Going to do the same thing on this side. Let me place it in. That's a good fit. Going to lay this one in. Lay it on the side. Go back in with my bone folder and work in the glue. Okay, my crafty friends, I took the tag and just added a little bit of white border to the back of it. And I am going to add it to the box. I just wanted to be able to break up some of that black. And I've also brought in some of my bling. I love these colors. I think they go so well with black. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to add one of these right here where that hole should go. And then I'm going to place one of these in each corner of the box top. I'm going to place them in each corner. Isn't this just beautiful? You know, after adding the 2 side panels, I've also decided to cover these. So I went ahead and cut 2 additional pieces. These measured 10 by 3 7/8, and I'm going to add them to the front and to the back of the bag for more support. I'm just going to add glue to this, lay it down. So I've added my glue. Oh, this is really going to make it pop. So we've added this piece. Now I'm going to turn it around, add glue to this piece, this end, go in and work the glue. We've got a liner, an inside liner for the entire box bag, and this really does add sturdiness. Look at this. And I love the look too. Beautiful. I am finished with my beautiful birthday gift bag box. And I tucked the handles on the inside, and I decided to place the little tag here with the flat pearl, and also put a few flat pearls on the top. But isn't this just beautiful? This came together well. When finished, it measures 10 and 1/8 by 5 and 1/4. Isn't this just beautiful? I hope that you have enjoyed today's video and that you were able to follow along with me without any difficulty. As always, my crafty friends, it's not how you start, but how you finish. I'm Miss T, and thank you for choosing to craft with me.